Literally pulling up back to my fucking place of residence, La Casa, after work, where my soul's not sucked out of my body anymore. Um, Listening to Fuck a Badge, Fuck a Cop on that stereo thingamajigger. Cause like fuck tyranny and fuck peasants and fuck willful slaves to ignorance and fear. Like as if the government's not supposed to serve and protect you. And like as if like we aren't all being divided and conquered. So yeah, I blast that shit and like do some dancing and like light up a cigarette ceremonially praying with the plant material. And like don't even smoke that much of it and put most of it into the earth after I like dance a little more and just like yell about how we need to make the world a better place. And then I go into my house and then I'm like, alright, I'm chill. I'm chill, dude. I'm chill, dude. I'm not mad, bro. Me? No, okay, you can call me Righteous Fury. Wait, Shiva? That might be a better name, actually, than Righteous Fury. Shiva's a little shorter. Okay. We'll go with Shiva. I'm just like, it's not personal. I just feel stank energy everywhere I go, and I feel like everybody on the planet needs to be reminded that we can make the world a better place, and that, like, tyranny isn't cool. And I just, like, even if nobody heard me, like, I'm not afraid to be myself. Like, motherfuckers don't even know what the word crazy means, nor insane, nor crackhead, nor schizophrenic, nor tweaker, nor whatever. So people don't even know what they're talking about when they try to criticize somebody. Who cares? Somebody who's just existing as a human. Like, I'm sorry that you don't know what a shaman is. That's really sad. And I'm sorry that your leaders perverted your religion and that spiritual teachers abused themselves and everyone else pretending they were better than others. Like, yo, spiritual teachers are to be held to a higher standard doesn't mean they're better than others. And people have a pretty contorted view of reality in a lot of ways, like criticizing you for expressing your negative emotions because it makes them uncomfortable with their suppressed trauma. Don't you dare heal yourself. I'm too busy neglecting myself. And you could get in my way of neglect. So I want to get in your way of healing and act like you're a criminal for being unable to keep from screaming when it hurts too bad. Devil worshippers is what those people are fucking called. Heathens, man. The devil is fear, abuse, trauma. God is love, unity, connection, consciousness, understanding, empathy, self-awareness, integrity. Who else has integrity? There's got to be somebody out there that actually has integrity all the way across the board, right? Like that at least admits when they do wrong. Like, I know it's not wrong to scream because of rape trauma, but it's also not the best thing to do whenever you're screaming at like 3 in the morning because you're nocturnal. You know, it's like, I admit that, like, I don't want to do that, guys. That's not what I just did exactly. Not exactly. Like, it was not an anger. It wasn't a, oh, I'm so mad I can't hold it in. It was a, oh, so, man, we live in this. What the fuck, guys? So, yeah, anyway, I was just grooving. It wasn't like, but dude, you can't criticize people for fucking hurting and act like you're better than them because they're traumatized and dirty. It's evil, and you know it. Like, I respect everyone and love everyone, and I just can't even believe that there was literally a neighbor that had the audacity to call my landlady at like 3 in the morning or some shit and wake her up because I was so mad that we live in a dystopia where people suffer for no reason, and I was screaming about how we need to make the world a better place. No respect. Like, you could have called 911, you know that, right? And you know I'm not afraid of the police, right? Like, fucking... So I'm having an issue with being ostracized for actually being pure in my intentions and pure-hearted my whole life, and actually being unable to suppress my emotions, and actually being unable to do anything but actually care and be open and authentic with people, especially because it's like part of my religion, and it hurts. Like, I don't even have a family, and it hurts, and people are gonna judge me for that. Judge me for being mad that we're divided and conquered and shit. And then have the audacity to, instead of saying, hey man, could you... Nobody says shit to me. That's the thing. That's part of why I fucking yell as loud as I do, because they don't even, like, care to do the right thing. Like, I'm not yelling nasty shit. I'm yelling wholesome shit. It's unfortunate that rape exists, but it's wholesome to, like, want to heal your rape trauma. Holy fucking hell, dude. Like, people are so afraid. And they're so delusional and culturally conditioned. It's probably because they think that I'm some crazy tweaker who's like gonna beat them up or something, when in reality the only thing I beat up is abuse. The only thing I stomp on is abuse and ignorance, and I don't hurt innocent people, man. But, like, cowards really don't like me because I don't fuck around. I don't play bullshit with, like, pretending, man. I'll hold you accountable. I'll tell you how it is. And then, like, I'm surrounded by people who are literally neglecting themselves and expecting me to neglect myself with them everywhere I go. Why don't you suppress yourself for the evil, fear propagating, trauma perpetuating society so that you can stay sick and be a better robotic slave? How dare you yell about that? And rapists being let out back amongst the general population? Well, fuck you. Maybe if I wasn't ostracized for being myself, I wouldn't yell about it. Like, I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet. Period. End of story. And I talk shit on evil. I scream at demons. Okay, let's do it. I scream at demons in my face, voices of the dead nurturing my pain. I survive, I'm alive. I render fever to watch you burn. I kill your leaders to help you learn. I survive, I'm alive. Unquote. I love that song, Possession by OTEP. And, like, it's art, okay? If you listen to it, it's art. And I don't necessarily agree with everything the song says. I feel some of the lyrics are actually from the opposing side, or it could be the whole theory about the music industry. Like, OTEP, homie, you better be, like, good, I swear. I'm halfway joking, because I'm not here to theorize about some shit, but I know that the government and the systems that be have been monopolized against us, teaching us to suppress ourselves and divide and conquer our own fucking hearts and souls. And I'm done being ostracized, literally, for having a heart, for caring enough, and loving myself enough to be myself, and, like, respecting myself enough to allow myself to exist, even in a world that hates hippies. No, humans, really. Fucking leaders hate themselves, man. They're evil. It's like you're possessed by demons, literally. And it's sad to see that in my brothers and sisters, too. Literally possessed by the demon of fear from their trauma. It's just not as bad as it is with the tyrants. With the tyrants, they're possessed so fucking bad by some nasty, self-sabotaging, evil demons that it's unfathomable. The demons of trauma, abuse, fear, weakness, evil, unconsciousness, inferior intelligence, no empathy. Yeah, I know there could be a word that wouldn't be 2 words. Good for you, okay? Please be loving and kind and caring. The people who have been divided and conquered, the citizens, like, it's a choice whether you follow the fucking evil cultural conditioning and divide and conquer tactics. It's a choice whether you follow the devil that is fear inflicted into you from trauma, desecrating your heart and soul. It's a choice that you hold yourself back, worshiping your fear. You entertain your fear instead of your love. Do you know what worship means? It means hold a high amount of respect for. And you do that with your fear. Don't you, society? Don't you, my brothers and sisters? The majority of you aren't even you. And it's devastating. And I'm not gonna fucking pretend. I'm not gonna pretend that I don't see you. That I don't see through you. That I don't see walking vessels of trauma all around me, man. Too afraid to even care for another human being. Especially when they're traumatized, you want to be afraid of fucking being there for your fellow and thus perpetuate the trauma, outcasting them for being abused. And I know I'm right, otherwise I wouldn't bother. At the very least, my intentions are pure, but I know that the things I'm saying here are completely accurate, otherwise I would tell you such. I would say, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'm 100% certain of the things that I speak here. I am always open to bettering myself, correcting myself when need be, finding more constructive ways. To tell the world that it's time to make this place better. It's needed, it's necessary, it's crucial. If you think this is a personal issue here that I speak of, you are deluding yourself and sabotaging yourself. Neglect is abuse. As a hypersensitive empath who relates very much to the real Jesus, not that that's the only representation of God, not the perverted one. The devil always pretends to be God. Heathens always pretend to be fucking holy, just like narcissists always gaslight you. You know, I mean, I think God's in on it too, in a way, but the devil's gotten control of our nefarious leaders. Fear, hoarding material resources, treating food as luxuries, throwing it in landfills. It's all about control. I do not care to ramble anymore. I just need to chill. But I also have to do my job. Because this is my job. And I work for God. I work for our Creator. And I'm sick of evil motherfucking bullshit getting in the way of virtue. You are better than abuse. You are better than depravity. You, this is the only thing that's personal, okay, sweetheart? You are better than to neglect yourself, pretending life's all about money and that emotions aren't crucial to being human and being happy and healthy. Pretending your passions aren't your life purpose given to you by our Creator. I can't believe my fucking sister didn't follow God. Like, he was... She told me one time, I remember when I was your age, like, this was like a decade ago. I wanted to make the world a better place, and then I realized, oh, there's no point, it's already fucked up. Something like that. You mean you could have... No, it's not just her, though. It's everybody on the fucking planet could be doing the things I'm doing. Everybody could have trusted their gut when they started being lied to with mental and emotional abuse from their parents and societies. It's unacceptable, especially when you're grown now. I'm not gonna blame you for being abused as a child like you blame me for being prescribed amphetamine as a child. When I was 5 years old, actually. I'm very certain that I got fucking high when I was 5 years old on amphetamine. And they kept giving it to me every day. If 10 milligrams is enough when you're like, I don't know, like 4 times? Or, I'm sorry, when you're like 20 or something, okay? What do you think 5 milligrams does to a 5-year-old, dude? Huh. There's actually a piece of petrified wood with a really cool fossil on it. Because I'm a witch doctor, and I doctor my own wounds with nature and self-love and God and expression and art and music. And I just wish people would stop dividing and conquering their own fucking selves, their own fucking souls, one another. Stop ostracizing the good people because you're delusional devil worshippers who are too cowardice to admit such. Fear, fear, fear. Pretending evil's cool. Not caring is evil, you fucking idiot. And that it's weak or gay to care. You're evil! And you're below me if you're evil, because I am virtue, which is the only superiority. You can call me many names. You can call me Shiva. Some people call me David. I don't like that name very much, so I'm changing it legally on my birthday ceremonially to Shiva. And yeah, I have a middle and a last name, whatever. Why wouldn't I want my name to honor me? My parents didn't honor me when they started desecrating my heart and soul at the age of 11. Oh, and they put me on hard drugs when I was 5. Just for the education system to teach me that those same hard drugs were the devil. And teach everyone and their mother to abuse anybody who uses anything that doesn't come from an evil, sickness-sustaining system. Because it's not a healthcare system. Doctor. Money, money, money. Greed, greed, greed. You're evil. I want to take all the money in the world and set it on fire. Be like, hey, look at all that food in the landfill. You